Thursday evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I am back with another forecast update for tonight. The date is August the 1st, and we're just gonna go on and get started with this. It's currently 9 o'clock, but it's just back, and let's get started. Good Thursday evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Justin Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Thursday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, as you can see, not much going on in terms of South Carolina right now. Maybe some showers just to the north and just to the south of Newberry, South Carolina, and some shower activity just to the south of Manning, South Carolina as well. But over here, just off the coast of places like Berkeley County, Charleston County, we do have showers and storms actually going on over in there as well. In terms of the entire United States, we're going to turn on the MRMS. We have flooding going on going on inside of eastern Kentucky. Flood watches going up for eastern Tennessee as well. We also do have some flooding also going on inside of eastern Wisconsin. Rain going on inside of Florida. Also have some flooding and some storm concerns for southern Colorado, Oklahoma, Panhandle of Texas, also New Mexico, Arizona, and even Southern California is receiving some severe weather right now close to the, close to the San Diego regions. Also Mexico, Canada also receiving their rain as well. In terms of cloud cover right now seems to be mainly inside the upstate. That's where mainly the heavy cloud cover is right now. Light clouds inside the low country and just off the coast of the PD region of South Carolina. We do have heavy rain going on just off the coast, so that's why we have that cloud cover there. Here's our cloud cover total percentage for the next 18 or so hours as you push this forward. Kind of what we saw this morning. As you get into tomorrow, that cloud cover will try to push down through the Midlands all the way towards the PD and low country regions of South Carolina. We talked about this again this morning, and it seems like cloud cover is going to really start to take over places like the PD region and mainly the low country of South Carolina as we move through the next 18 or so hours through Friday afternoon-ish. As we move on, going towards our current temperatures, 82 in Columbia, 82 in Charleston, Savannah, Beaufort, Myrtle Beach, Anderson as well, Florence, Sumter, all those places, 82, Orangeburg, Moncks Corner, Walterboro, Fairfax, Augusta as well. All these places are 82 degrees, 80 inside of Greenville, Spartanburg, Union, 79 inside of Rock Hill. So we have a lot of places that are at 82 degrees. In terms of low temperatures for tonight, 77 in Columbia, 78 in Charleston, 79 in Hilton Head Island, 78 inside of Myrtle Beach, 74 inside of the Spartanburg, Rock Hill, Lawrence region. Greenwood is also included. Greenville, Anderson, 75 degrees. Aiken, 75 degrees. And other than that, that's what most counties and most people are going to be in the 75, 76 region. Unless you're down there closer towards Hilton Head or maybe up there towards Greenville, Spartanburg, you may be a bit above or a bit below that region. In terms of forecast precipitation, everyone in the state of South Carolina has a chance of rain going through the next 24 hours. 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch possible in Charleston, 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch in Moncks Corner, 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch possible in Myrtle Beach. Same thing with Cheraw, Rock Hill. 1/100 of an inch to 1/10 of an inch possible in Spartanburg, Greenville, Anderson. 1/10 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch possible in Aiken. Same thing with Barnwell. And then 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch possible in Hilton Head and Moncks Corner. So again, just a lot. Mainly rain is possible for everyone inside of the state as we move through the next 24 hours. In terms of the SPC outlook as well, we do have a marginal risk of severe weather still in effect for tonight for the entire state. If you do get hit with some sort of shower or storm, it could be severe. And we've seen severe weather already today. We saw severe weather near Myrtle Beach. We saw severe weather up there in the upstate for the Greenville, Spartanburg region. So we've seen severe weather today already. And as we move on to tomorrow, same thing, marginal risk of severe weather for the entire state of South Carolina. And day 3, the same thing. This is for Saturday. So from today, Friday, and Saturday, we do have a chance of receiving severe weather. Now, in terms of excessive rainfall, no excessive rainfall expected for tonight, but tomorrow, the northern portion of South Carolina, like Rock Hill, Gaffney as well, has a chance of receiving some minor flooding as we go through tomorrow. And as we go through Saturday as well, we do have the potential to see some minor flooding inside a place like Columbia, Augusta, just to the east of Greenville, like Spartanburg, Rock Hill, as well, Florence, Sumter. And then day 4, Sunday, minor flooding possible for Hilton Head Island. And then day 5, Monday, we have a slight risk of excessive rainfall that's in effect for pretty much the entire coastline, going from Savannah all the way up through the North Charleston, Mount Pleasant, Charleston regions, all the way up through Georgetown, Myrtle Beach as well. All has a slight risk of excessive rainfall, and then marginal risk that goes all the way through pretty much the entire low country of South Carolina, and through Florence, through Sumter as well. And this is mainly because of the tropical weather that I'm about to talk about in just a second, but let's talk about the near-term future real quick. So here it is right here. As we go to the 18Z, we're going to just talk about like the next day or so. And as we get through tonight, you can start to see that shower and thunderstorm activity will really try to dissipate until we get to around like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. More showers and thunderstorms will start to pop up near like Barnwell, Allendale, Orangeburg, Florence, Hartsville, Dillon as well. And those storms could really start to become strong as we even get into the morning hours, 10 o'clock in the morning. And then they kind of start to cool down a little bit after around 3 o'clock, but then once you get to around 4, 5, 6 o'clock, they start to re-intensify. Even in the upstate, here's what 8 o'clock could look like right here. And as we move through here is 11 o'clock right here. And again, just widespread thunderstorms as we move through tomorrow. And then we have active rain at the coast, active thunderstorms at the coast as we move through August the 3rd, which is Saturday morning. So those are going to keep up against the coast. And we're going to go on and talk about the tropics, because you can see we now have a red area. And let's read what it says. This is going to be a lot of reading, but it does say a well-defined tropical wave is producing a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms over Hispaniola, the southeastern Bahamas, and the adjacent waters of the southwestern Atlantic. The wave is expected to move west-northwestward near or over Cuba on Friday, and then emerge over the Straits of Florida Friday night or Saturday. Environmental conditions are expected to be conducive for additional development after that time, and a tropical depression is likely to form this weekend over the Straits of Florida or eastern Gulf of Mexico near the Florida Peninsula. Regardless of development, heavy rain could cause areas of flash flooding across Florida, Cuba, and the Bahamas through the weekend, and interest in these locations should continue to monitor the progress of the system. A NOAA or NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft is scheduled to investigate the system on Friday if necessary. So we do have a 40% chance of this thing forming during the next 48 hours, or a 70% chance of this thing forming during the next 7 days. So right now, they seem pretty likely that this thing will form, and probably will become, according to most meteorologists, saying that this will probably become a tropical storm and will probably be the next named storm, which the next named storm is actually Debbie. It's the D name. I believe it's spelled Debbii, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to have to go back and check just to make sure. But Debbie is the next name in terms of hurricanes for 2024 for the season. And it's likely going to be this storm right here. So let's go and let's check out the models with them now. And we are going to break it down and see what's going on with this. Here is the website that I'm going to be using. If you go towards current storms and we go to number 97, Invest 97, here's the infrared sensor or the infrared satellite imagery. You can see this is what I guess you could say future Debbie or Invest 97L looks like right now. And it's really just to there's Cuba right here, over here to the west. And then here goes places like the Dominican Republic and Haiti right here. The Bahamas are up here just to the north of it as well. Let me get my pen out, that might be a bit better. So this thing right now is trying to develop right now. And right now, this is what the models are looking like. So if you go towards, here's the hurricane map. This is just what the hurricane models, the models that are meant for hurricanes, they think that this thing will try to go up, or Invest 97L will try to go up, go towards the Big Bend region of Florida, hit there, potentially as a tropical storm, go through, like, I'd say go through like the Jacksonville region and kind of right up towards Georgia, up just to the coast of South Carolina and exit out that way. So that's what the hurricane models think. In terms of the GFS or the GEFS, this is the American model. GFS saying the same thing almost, kind of getting up towards the Big Bend region of Florida, riding up towards the coast of Georgia, going up towards the eastern coast of Florida as well, riding the coast of South Carolina, and kind of going up and actually intensifying when it leaves this region right here. It will mainly try to become a stronger storm probably up here, but again, that's just a prediction. In terms of the European model, this one says that it's actually going to go a bit more inland. So it thinks that it's going to go towards Florida, but it's going to, instead of it going off the coast, they think that it's going to instead kind of go a bit more inward towards the Midlands of South Carolina. And that's where they think that the main area of low pressure will be. So right now, it's going to curve. It's going to probably curve. So hit somewhere near Florida, and we just need to figure out where inside of South Carolina, or where it will go. It could go straight up towards Georgia, maybe it could go over towards out to sea, completely not even hitting South Carolina. But right now, it's looking like that South Carolina will receive impacts in some way, shape, or form. Mainly heavy rain, probably, in my opinion, probably the most concerning issue. But right now, we're just still figuring out more, so we gotta wait and see what happens. We'll have more information like tomorrow, or probably tomorrow evening. Yes, and this is the intensity guidance as well. Most of them kind of just have this thing going towards a tropical storm, low end category 1, but there is one model, which this one was actually kind of right the last time, where it said the ship model that actually had this thing going up towards a category 2. So hopefully it's around down here somewhere. But just in case if it is a category 2, please make sure that you guys have your hurricane preparations ready, just in case if this thing does decide to rapidly intensify and decides to not de-intensify as quickly, and then we end up getting a hurricane, tropical storm. So make sure that you guys are prepared just in case if something like that was to happen. But let's talk about the future, not talking about hurricanes, but in terms of just the future in general. If we go down here towards the southeast and we push this forward, there goes this storm right there around August the 4th, August the 5th. And it's going to, according to this model, it thinks that it's going to stay off the coast and probably provide us, again, gusty winds, strong winds potentially. And then kind of make landfall into North Carolina, which is interesting. Just to the southern North Carolina, kind of like right on the border close to South Carolina, North Carolina, again bringing more heavy rain to South Carolina. And then as it heads on out, you can start to see more shower and thunderstorm activity. Still lingers behind it, going all the way towards like August the 16th, August the 17th. So even though that system is gone, we can still see showers and thunderstorms after it moves out. So I think that's all in terms of talk for the future. Let's go and let's talk to the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And here's the chat right now. My Nana says, hello, Jay. Hello. My cousin's dad says, good evening, Joseph. Thank you for your awesome forecast. You are doing fantastic. Thank you so much for your message. Bethany says, I'm 6 miles from Charleston Harbor. Save me. Hopefully it won't do any bad damage or any type of bad flooding. That's all we can hope for at this point, because we can't change it. If it happens, we just gotta be as prepared as we can. Yeah, but the Low Country beyond terrible for flooding. That is true. That is very very true, especially in the Charleston area. Then we also have a hi Joseph. Hello. Now let's go on and let's talk about our San Antonio and Raleigh forecast for the next day or so, and we are going to get that started now. I might cover the wind. Actually, I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow. So we're not. After this, we'll be done. After this, if we have no more questions. So in terms of rain, as we push our way forward again, nothing seems to be happening in terms of rain for San Antonio. So I think you're good in terms of rain. In terms of temperatures, let's go down towards 9 o'clock. And then in terms of low temperatures for tonight, as we push this forward, low temperatures tonight seems to be actually not too low. Maybe in the 70s, but still, you can see even by 11 o'clock p.m., it could still be 85 degrees. So 11 p.m., like in 2 hours, it can still be 85 degrees. In around 30 to 45 minutes, it can still be close to 90 degrees. So it's not going to be cooling down till late tonight. 77 throughout mainly 6 to 8 o'clock in the morning. That seems to be your lowest temperature. High temperatures for tomorrow, close to 98, 99. Low temperatures tomorrow night around 74, and then around 96 at around 2 o'clock on Saturday. Let's move up towards Raleigh, North Carolina, and we'll talk about the temperatures over there. In terms of low temperatures for tomorrow, seems to be around 76. High temperatures tomorrow around 95. Low temperatures tomorrow night around 73. And then around 86 or so around 2 o'clock p.m. or so. So that's pretty much it. Let's talk about excessive rainfall. And we'll talk about rainfall for Raleigh in just a second. But in terms of excessive rainfall, day one, not really anything for both areas. As expected, as we go through tomorrow, Raleigh does have a minor risk of flooding if any showers and thunderstorms move through there. We do have the potential for some minor flooding. In terms of Saturday, you do have a risk for some minor flooding again going into Saturday. Sunday, nothing really for any regions. You can actually start to see the excessive rainfall start going on for portions of Florida and up there close towards like North Carolina, South Carolina as well. Let me do the rainfall because I did forget to do that. Over here in terms of rain for Raleigh as we move through, not really much in terms of rain until you get to around like tomorrow, probably around like tomorrow evening around 6-7 o'clock p.m. I'm going to have to watch out for some rain as we move through. And then other than that, that's pretty much it in terms of rain. So that's pretty much all that I have. Also, severe weather for Raleigh. You're also going to have to watch out for some severe weather as you move through the next couple of days, next like 2 or 3 days or so. But that's pretty much it in terms of the weather forecast. I don't see any other questions that we have inside the chat. And I also mistakenly said I'll talk about that tomorrow. But I actually will not be here going from tomorrow, Saturday, and, well, I might be here Sunday evening. But probably will not be here for Friday and Saturday. I might also, well, maybe Friday morning, but Friday, Saturday, I'm not going to be here at all. So I probably will be back on Sunday, hopefully, but probably no weekend updates for then. So this is a very crucial time that you need to be watching, especially for tropical activity. Please make sure that you guys are still paying attention in terms, even though I'm not here, even though I'm not here, please make sure that you guys are paying attention to local meteorologists, the National Hurricane Center. I will still post stuff on the community tab, which let me show that one more time real quick. But up here, if you go towards my channel right here and you go to post, I will be posting stuff on here. And I will be posting also like National Hurricane Center stuff and what we can expect, even though I'm not here just because it's such a crucial time. So make sure that you guys are still paying attention to meteorologists, especially during this time, because it is crucial that you are getting information as we move through the next couple of days. Luckily, the impacts won't really start to happen until like Monday, so I should be back just in time for it. But hopefully, it will kind of delay a little bit before I get back. But also make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. As right now we are at 181 subscribers right now. In terms of like our like goal, we're at 181. 200 is our subscriber goal. We're trying to get there by the end of this month, August the 31st. So please make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button and share to anyone that you may know, or that anyone that you do know. Could be like coworker, it could be family member, it could be friend, it could be somebody that you just met yesterday. It doesn't matter. Anybody, it counts. But that's all that I have to say in terms of tonight. So I'm going to head out. I might be here tomorrow morning. I might not. It's a roll of the dice. But if I'm not, I will be back Sunday evening. So everyone have a fantastic rest of your Thursday evening, and I'll be back.